President William Ruto has lashed out at critics opposing the government's plan to vaccinate nearly 80 million livestock across the country, dismissing them as false. Speaking in Garissa County during his third day of a development tour in northern Kenya, President Ruto defended the vaccination program as essential for safeguarding livestock, dismissing those opposed to the initiative. He also rebuked those correcting him on various issues, claiming that some lack the educational qualifications to challenge his policies or leadership.
Wewe unaenda kumsikiza mtu ya kupanda ndengu ati anakuambia usichanje ng'ombe yako, yeye hana ng'ombe. Wewe utafuata hiyo maneno ya mtu ya na wewe umekuwa ukichanja ng'ombe yako miaka hii yote, alafu mtu akuja hapo na Kiingereza na Kiswahili kingine akwambia ati usichanje ng'ombe yako, ati kuna mtu mwingine sijui anaitwa Bill Gates sijui nani. Bill Gates ako wapi hapa Garissa? Kuna Bill Gates hapa Garissa? Si hii ng'ombe ni ng'ombe yetu, si hawa madaktari ni madaktari wetu, si hii dawa tumetoa hapa Kabete. Sasa Bill Gates anaingilia wapi hapa ndani? Hiyo ni mambo ya upumbavu na wakwende kabisa. Na mkiona wale wanalalamika ni watu sijui wamesomea wapi. Si mimi niko na PhD. Si mimi naelewa nini inaendelea Kenya. Sasa mimi napata watu wengine wako na elimu kidogo wanajaribu kunifundisha. Mnanifundisha kazi gani?
Meanwhile, President William Ruto has officially unveiled Kenya's 10th immigration office in Garissa County to ease the process of acquiring passports for northern Kenya residents. The Garissa outlet is a third such center to be opened by President Ruto, following those in Kericho and Bungoma. Other passport application centers are located in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Embu, Eldoret and Kisii. The new immigration office will provide added convenience for residents of Mandera, Wajir and parts of Tana River, Lamu, Kitui and Isiolo counties, helping applicants save on transportation cost and the time currently spent traveling to Nairobi and other regional offices for services. Speaking at the event, Ruto noted that the launch of the center aligns with his administration's policy of ensuring equal access to government services for all citizens.
Mimi nimefika hapa vile sababu ya mambo ya passport. Tumefungua passport offices in different parts of Kenya. Tumefungua passport office Busia. Tumefungua passport office Eldoret. Tumefungua passport office Bungoma. Tumefungua passport office sehemu zingine. Leo tumesema kwa watu wa northern Kenya, ofisi ya passport tumefungua hapa Garissa. Hakuna haja ya kwenda tena mpaka Nairobi kutafuta passport. Passport yenu mtapata hapa Garissa.
Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has intensified his criticism of the Kenya Kwan's administration, accusing President William Ruto's government of burdening Kenyans with excessive taxes. In an interview with the local media outlet, Kalonzo alleged that the government was raiding Kenyans' payslip through the imposition of additional taxes, leaving many citizens struggling to make ends meet. He further revealed that the opposition has resolved to unite and push for President Ruto's removal from office.
Jukumu kubwa zaidi ni wananchi wajue kwamba sisi tukichukua mamlaka, executive order number 1, na nimesema hiyo ni kuondoa ushuru wa housing levy. Hiyo housing levy, hebu angalia uwanja ambao unapeana kama mahali ambao tunataka kujenga 1000 units ni public land number 1. Alafu hata vile unapeana hiyo kandarasi ya nani anaenda kujenga hakuna anayejua. There is no openness. Unapatia marafiki zako.
Young lawyers for justice have issued a list of demands to the government, decrying what they described as an unprecedented attack on the judiciary, violation of privacy and the collapse of public systems. In a statement, Jeremiah, the women rep of Kirinyaga County and the chairperson of the lobby, condemned the government for defying court orders and attempting to undermine judicial independence. The group called on the government to respect the doctrine of separation of powers, stressing the importance of safeguarding the judiciary's independence. The group also criticized the government for failing to ratify the International Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance, adopted under the Rome Statute in 2006. They allege that this failure has allowed the government to overlook cases of forced disappearances and abductions, undermining accountability and justice for victims.
And by extension, the independence of the judiciary. Further, we are calling on the judiciary to remain resolute in administration of justice. Abductions and arbitrary arrests. The state's abduction of its citizens, as per the various reports by independent oversight institutions, constitutes crimes against humanity and Article 7 of the Rome Statute. Kenya's reluctance to ratify the International Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance
The reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has faced another hurdle after lawyer Apollo Mboya filed a petition challenging the appointment of Professor Adam Zolo to the IBC selection panel. In the petition filed at the Milimani Court, Mboya argued that Olo's appointment made by President William Ruto presents a conflict of interest as he currently serves as a strategy and communication advisor in the office of the President. Mboya contended that the appointment violates the principle of separation of powers and the representation envisioned under the IBC Act. He claimed that Olo's dual roles undermine the panel's independence and compromise its integrity in overseeing electoral processes.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And across borders, former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has called for expeditious peace talks between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo amid escalating wars in Eastern DRC. Theresa spokesperson Kanzadena Kenyatta, as a facilitator of the EAC-led Nairobi process, noted there is an urgent need for renewed peace talks between the warring states. The EAC-led Nairobi process is a regional peace initiative aimed at resolving the conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. He also noted that an early ceasefire negotiated was dishonored, slowing down peace and diplomatic negotiations agreed in the peace process.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.